I would just like to begin today's program with listening to this beautiful music as I fix the glare off the windows. Just listen. This is gorgeous, gorgeous. So gorgeous, so beautiful.
From the Joylet Club.
Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous music. And I can't help but think of the forms, the formations that we feel when we listen to beautiful music. It creates a form within our hearts, allows our hearts to open in a way that maybe we haven't been opening for a while, and really touches the soul. In a like way, Samadhi Game mantras, form consciousness in a certain way that allows light to flow through our bodies. That's the beauty of Samadhi Game. Some people have thought that Samadhi Game is sort of a path for beginners. It is. It's a path for beginners, and we're all beginners. And as we learn to focus that light that pours through us with Samadhi Game words and the structure of Samadhi Game takes on even more and more meaning. So it becomes a path of spiritual maturity. We begin with rules, we begin with disciplines, and then we go beyond the disciplines. I was trying to think this morning of a passage. It's later in the Bible. Jesus speaks it and talks about how the rules are no longer for him. He could do without the rules. He does the rules, but he could do without them if he wanted to. It's because what he's doing with the rules is he's embodying the Tantra in the rules. He's bringing the spirit into the very rules, into the very words of enlightenment, rather than giving them up and living without them, which he can do, and he probably does some of the time. But for some of the time and for certain audiences, he'll live in the rules, because it's an example of how to find that deeper enlightenment within us. I just want to listen to some more of this. It's so gorgeous. Just the beautiful, beautiful forms. Feel these forms if you can. Make sure if you can't hear this, let me know. I'll turn it up louder. As we become more and more attuned to the spiritual maturities, we become more and more attuned to the refinements, to the delicacy of the path. And so we can give Samadhi Game mantras feeling into those delicacies. They're powerful mantras, yes, and they can be said with power and authority, but they can also be said with delicacy and feeling the little spins and twirls off the edges of the flowers of the words. So let's go ahead and today give some maturity, let's give some delicacy to the Samadhi Game mantras. Let me take us to there. I usually give these beginning mantras from the beginning of the book, but I do encourage you to follow into the book farther back and work with the other chapters as well. But I love these beginning chapters. It's the place to begin. Let's give the shadowless light of Samadhi its feeling, tone, and state of knowing. And good morning to all of you joining us today. Linda, Kathleen, and all those joining us that are not signed in to Ustream. The shadowless light of Samadhi, its feeling, tone, and state of knowing. Delicately. O glorious shadowless light of eternity, that brilliance of I am Samadhi, shining in the void as 10,000 suns, descend, 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 as the tangible substance of loving splendor, dazzling intelligence, and palpable power for all to absorb and identify with, as the full and only authority throughout the earth, the boundless treasure house of the universe, and our infinite I am Samadhi, a scintillating fire and dazzling light, that I am. I release the power of mastery without limit now, revealing the self and flooding forth perfect miracles and all activities, bringing to pass the enlightenment of the ages, and letting every being on earth sense and surrender to the intimacy of this light. Everywhere, the fullness of this self expanding as love, wisdom, and joy forever.
Now, great songs
of praise and gratitude burst forth from the heart of humanity for that silent splendor poured out to all. Now, pure love flows forth from the heart of the secret love star, drenching the earth with the glory and ecstasy of golden pink liquid light. Now, the oneness of supreme love, wisdom, and blazing joy overwhelms this whirl of duality in its glowing orb of transmutation, reconciliation,
and dominion, making of terror a smiling sun of everlasting, all-powerful, limitless light,
casting no shadow, and in which only that absolute perfection can forever dwell. Now, I am limitless gifts of all good things, anointing the earth with abundance, healing, and happiness for all mankind.
O presence of the
shadowless light from out the great silence, and we identify with thee now. I am the elation and exhilaration, freedom and liberation of this eternal experience and gnosis of Samadhi.
Its ecstatic hearing,
blissful feeling, cosmic scent, sublime taste, and immaculate vision, holding all safely within that compassionate diamond heart forever. Intensify this feeling tone of I am shadowless light, in acknowledgement, acceptance, and awareness, surrender, devotion, and adoration, for this state of knowing that, this all-pervading I am Samadhi, the intelligence of the heart that is divine illumination. I, spiritual maturity, delicacy, nuance, am awake.
As
is the ascended Master Jesus. Oh, great Jesus. Oh, beautiful, beautiful Jesus.
to the shadowless light, its feeling tone and state of knowing, that I am that never sleeps and enjoys all, now and forever.
Let's listen again. More forms, more structure to our hearts unfolding. My heart is very delicate today. Sometimes I like to let it stay there. It started with this picture. I'll find it. Let me see if I can show you. This. This picture. I just love it.
I'm a mess.
I love it. And it brought a smile to my face, and it wouldn't stop. And I posted it, because I said, can't help but smile. And that's what it is when I see this picture of you. And I'm so eternally grateful, so happy to be able to look at you and see your smile. Moment to moment, it brings tears to my eyes. Gotta stop this music.
Yeah. That's what it is. It's true. That's what it is. I've been yawning and melancholy and saying, let's go back to sleep. really musical volume.
It really is. Well, it's very beautiful.
Yes.
It's very beautiful. It opens the heart in a way. And all of our mantras, all of the stuff that we do with Samadhi Game, it all brings a new awareness, a new paradigm. Each day we find a new way of opening the heart. And
why is it still on? Oh,
it's delayed.
It's delayed. Okay.
It's delayed. Robbie has her computer on, and she monitors all of the chat on her computer, and so it's delayed. It shows how delayed the show really is. You know, we're still watching a delayed show. So, but let's go on and give some more Samadhi mantras, and using that delicacy, that spiritual maturity. Really allowing ourselves to feel the depth of heart, the flow of that depth of heart as we give these mantras, and feel the truth of the words they have for us, rather than thinking that this is somewhere else, someone else's perception. It's not my perception. It's all of our perceptions. This is the reality of who we are. So if you can give the mantra like that, wow, you're giving the mantra the way it needs to be given for you. Let's affirm the protective envelope of our own light, the strength of our own auras about us today, the heart expanded. In Heart Math, this organization called Heart Math, they talk about the radiance of the heart, how it extends around you as an electronic force field, and certainly that is true. So, and good morning to you, Jamie. Welcome. Welcome to the broadcast. We've been experiencing subtlety and nuance and delicacy and emotional sensitivity this morning with our broadcast. If you missed the early parts of that, and my vulnerability, it's all there in the beginning of this broadcast. But let's do opening pillar of light, the pillar of the world, and establish around about us that really strength of being. Come on. Sublime I am, Samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet, compassionate flame, in through and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego.
Charging my world and
all eye contact with the tangible substance, living awareness, and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant one, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am Samadhi. Let's give it again, amplifying and intensifying the groove of this awareness in our consciousness. Sublime I am, Samadhi that I am, unfolding me now in mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light, blazes as loud as the violet, compassionate flame. In through and around my etheric, mental, emotional, physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world in all eye contact with the tangible substance, living awareness, and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant one, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am Samadhi. Let's give the Om together. Om. with eternity.
Eternity
Is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. The maturity of the path is when we make it our own. And we realize that, we realize duality. It's all part of the art of living. It's not separate. We don't have to separate ourselves from our ego. We just have to learn how to use it appropriately. It's this great tool, God-given tool, this play of duality, this play of yin and yang, which often hypnotizes us and keeps us from realizing, remembering our true estate, our divine estate, our Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Pharaoh, monarch, divine mother, father, son, conscious awareness. Oftentimes we get befuddled in it. Like, I'm just this one fear of such and such a polarity, or this desire of this polarity. That's what I am. That's who I am. When you get that way, then you're lost. So the idea is just to keep coming back and saying, okay, here's a fear of duality, here's a desire for reality, or for duality. But what's true is, and what's observing all of this is this neutral witness consciousness. That's when we're in our truest state, and we can use this duality so beautifully to create art, to create beauty, to create healing all about us, to create love, to amplify love. I know many of you follow us on Facebook, and we're so grateful to share our lives with you, and we love to look into your lives as well. Facebook is the penultimate tool for the connection revolution. And I highly recommend it because it brings us all into an understanding of what everyone is working with. Mm-hmm. How we're all working through karmas, and we're all moving through to find joy, and we're all seeking to amplify our art. And so I really encourage us all to stay tuned with our Facebook accounts and make it an artistic endeavor to share what it is that you know of your life, to share what you know of life artistically, that will bring and raise people and magnetize people into love rather than pain and suffering. The rub is that people may become critical, envious, jealous, and but you need to stand true to yourself, stand true in your love, and share it, your art, and take the criticism. Just listen to it and then love them back. But we each have something to share, beautiful, very wonderful to share, and we're all gaining a momentum on that sharing, all gaining a momentum from each other by seeing that all presented there on Facebook. We're really ushering in a new age, a new way of living, a new way of connecting, and I'm extremely excited about it.
Yeah.
Extremely excited about it, and I'm very excited about our Samadhi Game tribe coming together.
Yeah.
Here soon at Sunny Mellow. Anyone who can join us, even for a short day or two, if you can make it here, even if it means a little bit of a drive, or really the fares are not that high right now for Southwest Airlines. Get a flight in. We'll pick you up at the airport. Mm-hmm. We'll find you. We'll bring you here to Sunny Mellow, and you can spend a day or two with us, or a week. Try to get a week. We're going to have fun. We're going to spend some time together, and we're going to process every day. We're going to love God every day. God, I am that I am, every day for 8 days, and develop a momentum on it and get raw. there'll be days of rawness. Mm-hmm. Robbie said to me this morning, she said, I may have to just take a break from all of the events of Samadhi Game and hide out in we call it our nest, our room, which is our nest.
Sometimes I get over-amped.
And just sleep for a little bit, because Robbie is, you all know Robbie from Facebook. She's always, a light. But sometimes you have to turn off that light and let it rest, otherwise the filament will burn out.
Yeah.
So.
Oh wait, you want to see something funny? Look at you. Doesn't this look like Nikola Tesla?
What? Well,
peeking out of your shirt. To me, when I see him,
see that?
I see
it.
I see a nose, eye, and the eye and his dark hair.
Okay, well, I'll have to meditate on it to get it.
I see Nikola Tesla. I love
Banana.
You. Yeah, random. Paperclip.
Hologram.
Oh gosh, bicycle.
Kayak.
Banana. Actually, I do resemble a banana. My son Andante, he says I'm random.
Which she is.
Yeah. Switch subjects. Sorry about that.
Which is actually, no, it's not switching subjects at all. It's part of the connection revolution. I remember when I first met Robbie, I thought, my God, I've never met anyone who is so connected to everything at once. I've never met anyone like her. Of course, you all know that. I wax poetic whenever I talk about Robbie. So this is not out of the ordinary for me to say these things, but it's true. It's my subjective observation of her, and very random. She seems to be very random at times, but what it is the beginning. You know how it is when you're on Facebook. And you have this intention. You open up Facebook and you want to make a post, and then someone posts something and you go to it and you look at it, and all of a sudden your mind switches. It goes into that thought pattern of that other person, and then something happens on the screen, and all of a sudden you're over there.
Yeah.
So and all of a sudden you realize, where was I? What did I come here for?
Yeah.
What was my intention to come to Facebook? And you get caught in the flow of the connection revolution. This is really a great teaching. It really unfolds in an amazing way. It just unfolds before us. You know what we should have also at the 8 Days of Samadhi? I just thought of it. We should have Facebook sessions.
Yeah.
We'll have group Facebook sessions.
Where we sit on the couch and we'll just post.
And we'll post and we'll post together. Robbie and I do it all the time.
He's on this one. He goes, look what someone said. And
okay, so you can see her computer's there and mine is here, and we sit here and we post, and then she says something and I post, and it's really exciting actually. And then you can see how people respond on their screens.
Yeah. But Lisa Michelle Coker caught it. She was like, "Are you guys sitting next to each other?" Are you actually Facebooking together? We love it.
So we'll have a group Facebook session where we Facebook together and
we giggle, we laugh,
and we can have fun with it. And then you talk amongst each other, and you say, "What do you?" And you go and look at the other page, and you look at this, and you create this. It's really quite dynamic. Mm-hmm. It's really a dynamic thing, and so we're creating this Facebook connection Samadhi Game tribe revolution. That is uplifting, hopefully uplifting and stabilizing for everyone during this time of great change.
Yeah,
our planet is going through great change. Everyone sees it in the weather these days. So we're going to try to make it as fun as we can. There are people from the local environment that are coming, some for 3 or 4 days, some for I think maybe Barbara's going to come for the whole time.
Great.
She seems to be in that way. Catherine might come for 3 or 4 days, maybe more if we can encourage her. Darshan will probably come for a number of days. We'll have a good group of people here. It'll be fun to see. Maybe we can get Nathan to come as well. Nathan, he's good. He's a great light worker, and a few other people, to come and join us. But it's going to be fun. So I encourage you, Jamie and Linda, if you can, get a couple of days to see if you can get here and let us know, and we can try to get you into Sunny Meadow here. We have a couple of beds here, a couple of places you can sleep here at Sunny Meadow. If not, we have, and if you want something a little bit more private, we have the Cedar Crest Inn about a few miles down the street, and we can get you to the Cedar Crest Inn.
Yeah.
You just, you know,
It's like $30 a day or something.
not expensive, you know, and it's pleasant.
Beautiful.
It's pleasant. So it's all up here, the high altitude in the Sandia Mountains, crisp air. But believe me, in June, when you come in June, 2 weeks from now, it'll be hot.
Yeah.
It'll be warm. You'll be wearing bathing suits. Remember to bring your bathing suits. We'll have hose-off sessions on the lawn, at the front lawn, okay? You'll get so hot.
Well, we
get a
should
bit
always set up a sprinkler.
run into the sprinklers, you know, and
Crack out the baby pool. White trash, no. Oh, come on. No, there's a pool we can go. And Barbara's opened up her pool for us to go and have barbecue and pool.
It's going to be like summer camp. Catherine said to me, I'm thinking it's going to be like coming to summer camp. She's from Australia.
Yeah.
And she's going to be coming to summer camp, you know, so, yeah, oy vey. Yeah, but we'll all enjoy it. We'll all enjoy everyone, and we'll have lots of fun. Lots
Or
of
summer
sunshine,
dresses, you know, or
dresses.
light dresses, because it will be hot.
It'll be warm. We'll have the cooler on in the house. The doors will be open. The swamp cooler will be on. It'll be lovely. The breezes will be blowing through the trees. We'll have shaded areas around Sunny Meadow. We'll have Artista del Sol, art classes.
Hair coloring sessions.
We'll have massage sessions. I'll teach everyone will lay down. We'll get mats, and if it's cool enough in the shade under the tree in the front, we'll have everyone lay on blankets in the front yard, and we'll each join up with a partner, and we'll do a massage on each other. So we'll take out the kinks because we're also going to hike.
Yeah.
We're going to hike up Hawkwatch Trail.
Do you know anywhere that has waterfall? Is it too
Well,
far?
there's a waterfall right up here. We can take a waterfall as well.
Okay, nice.
But you know, because of the drought.
Oh, that's right.
There's
There may
not
be no water.
much. There is some water. This is from a spring, so it comes out of the water, out of the mountainside. But it's nonetheless, it's been very dry and droughty here for a couple of years now, and a lot of the creeks are starting to dry up, unfortunately. But we can find some water. We'll take a couple of hikes. We'll go to San Diego's Mexican Bar and Grill.
Oh, right.
One night
Watch the sunset.
after Zumba.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to go to do Zumba at the club, and we'll dance Zumba together, and we'll be exhausted and loosened up, and then we'll go do the Samadhi game. We'll do the sunset at San Diego's. So there's a lot of things we'll do, but let's give a few more mantras, keeping this idea, this spiritual maturity. We're reaching through the mantras with Samadhi game, let's put it this way. If we attain to the ideas that are written in Samadhi game, we have attained to a certain level of spiritual maturity. That means that we don't really need the mantras anymore. But we can continue to use the mantras to keep our consciousness primed, because the mass consciousness tends to dilute that spiritual maturity and pull it back into the world of the immaturity of the dual human ego. So you want to stay focused into that neutral witness consciousness, that Sushumna, which rides up and down the spine. Let's do that by giving a few really beautiful heartfelt mantras. I'd like to go to the radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light. So let's go ahead and go to this mantra. It's beautiful. O radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light, encircle me now, encircle me now, encircle me now. I am this loving splendor encircling me now. Today is when?
Now is Wednesday.
Now.
Yes, now. We have to do it now.
Now. I am this living prana-chi encircling me.
Now.
I am this liquid crystal fire encircling me.
Now.
I am this samadhi encircling me.
Now.
This I radiate, 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 as the active intelligence of powerful conscious volition that I am. I govern this exhaustless energy and precipitate all things into form. of those who come under the radiation of this, my radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light, including, and I include all of you on this broadcast. Let me just take us back to this. All of you who have taken the time, made the space in your schedules to be with this broadcast. All of you, all of us together, we're all ensconcing each other in this light. Our hearts are reaching out right now to everyone, and it's changing the frequencies of our lives. Feel the blessing of our togetherness. It's apparent. It's real. It's not imaginary. It's a real thing. All of those who will ever join in on this broadcast and hear these words and join into these mantras together and laugh with us and think about coming together with us, all these people, all are now present and now engaging with us. Let's go on. Samadhi Game Tribe. I ignite and I expand the illuminating center within their bodies, emotions, and minds into that active, perfect, and eternal garment of enlightenment. O radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light that I am. Instantly bring healing to and make art of all dual human ego in my world. That's constructive. Opening wide the door of my heart to the ineffable, divine, and present existence and expression and expansion. I am the wide open door of my heart, flooding forth the radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light. What did Jesus say? I am
the resurrection and the life.
I am the open door. I am the open door which no man can shut. The enchanting essence of my electronic body, and I am Samadhi. I balance, blaze, and dazzle the threefold activity of my heart's Samadhi. Ennobling love, wisdom, and power encircles me, now and forever bringing healing to and making art of every dual human ego activity, freeing me to leap into divine union with the source of these,
the shining three.
I am
the mighty, magic, electromagnetic circle of invincible liquid love, life,
and life substance, instantly transmuting and harmonizing, healing and making art of every discordance or distraction which seeks to enter or intrude itself, masquerading as the I am me. I am the self-sustaining perfection of my world, enfolded in the radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light. The Samadhi that I am, I remain. Vanish the veils of light and shade. I abide in the shining truth of divine law and the justice of eternity. I am the lake of kindness, free of disturbing conditions, inner and outer. And we'll come back and say the Om together. I'm going to lift these hands up. And let's all lift our hands up and bless each other on this broadcast. Commanding all therapies within this, the inner magic of my radiant circle of healing love, to be revealed with the art of life and liquid white light of Samadhi, the all-pervading, serene and harmonizing bliss. And this is something that we're all feeling right now, this Samadhi. And it's revealing the art of life and liquid white light for each one of us individually, uniquely, serene and harmonizing, all-pervading this bliss. Let's just listen to another. Let's go back and see if we can stand it.
Yeah.
Let's go back and see. Just listen to another piece from Rachel Portman's Joy Luck Club. Let your heart open with the sensitivity of a spiritually mature being. Embrace all the paradigms of your emotional world, your mental world, your physical world. These forms that you hear being constructed in this music from this ancient culture, this mature culture. God. Can you sit in a slouched position during listening to that? No. Mm-mm. Can you not open your heart? Can you close your heart when listening to that? No. You have to open wide. Open wide the door of the heart that no man can shut. It trains us, it teaches us, it shows us this music, this form, how to open wide, how to hold open. And then the music stops, and we're left on our own. And see if you can just still hold the largesse of that heart, the magnanimity of that heart that you just felt, the love effulgent, still holding it now. And with each moment that you hold it, you're making it more your own. It becomes your own music. And the same thing happens with Samadhi game mantras. As each day you give the mantras, it becomes more your own. And when you finish with the mantras, the ideation of those mantras become more and more your own individual way of extolling those, of externalizing those mantras tantrically into this world of form. We are on the cusp of a huge shift in consciousness on this planet. We are bringing this shift in consciousness into focus, this connection revolution. It's the most exciting thing that's ever happened on this planet. Ever. Nothing will ever come close to this. In the history books, thousands of years from now, will be written accounts of this shift and how it occurred. And believe me, you who are engaging yourselves in Samadhi game and like practices are making this shift possible. You are leveraging consciousness into an open door that no man can shut. An individualized yet connected revolution of spiritual maturity. Come on, let's give a little bit more of the Samadhi game mantras. This is another beautiful mantra affirming this largesse of heart. come into the physical octave now. From billowing clouds in the spotless sky of the tangible I am Samadhi, that I am, comes now a downpour of the memory and momentum, golden river of sustained enlightenment and divine direction, a drenching of mastery and dominion here and now, rivulets of wise thinking, lovely feeling, and powerful activity, converging as the eternal sweep of the sacred Ganga. The memory and momentum of love, wisdom, and power, flooding forth like a million Niagara Falls. Are you ready to hold the flood of a million Niagara Falls? Day by day, we prepare this chalice to hold that much pressure of light. Ceaselessly descending into and around all my thoughts, feelings, and activities, including, and here you can name the activities, including all the way through all of our activities of preparation here at Sunny Mellow, day by day, for the 8 days of Samadhi class, where we'll all come together, even if by an hour or two a day, a week, however long anyone can afford. We come together in that time, and we are preparing everything for that. To harmonize and perfect them now, as Christos, as Krishna, as Buddha, as Allah, as Pharaoh, as monarch, as the Divine Mother Father, as the Sun-conscious neutral witness awareness, I enter this golden river of sustained enlightenment and divine direction, here and now, bathing in this streaming memory and momentum of love, life, and light. I take command of all thoughts, feelings, and actions below the highlands of superconscious living and awareness. Below the highlands of superconscious living and awareness. Lo, I am become the sea of mirth itself. Lo, I am become the sea of mirth itself. Lo, I am become the sea of mirth itself. O loving I am Samadhi, that I am. O Ganesha, O great divine director and the great karmic board, that I am. I invoke your memory and momentum of sustained enlightenment and divine direction. I am that guidance now. I am that courage and strength that acts. And in my attention to my men with me, women with Rabi, purpose, plan, focus, freedom, dharma, and death, I hold my scepter of dominion and power sustained. From the joyous I am, Samadhi that I am, I descend in the whirlwind radiance of this Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Pharaoh, monarch, Divine Mother Father,
Sun-conscious
awareness.
I envelop my 4 lower bodies
with the unbroken thrill of that neutral witness and unique sexual essence, and I stand guard over my entire consciousness, being, and world, 24/7. O eternal I am Samadhi, beyond all imagination of expectancy, I charge my physical, emotional, mental, and etheric bodies with that memory and momentum of full conscious realization, as I issue the following command to all the polarized human creation and ego etched in my pranas, chakras, and meridians, and those of the entire planetary body. Dissolve, consume, transmute, and reconcile by the violet light of Samadhi. Dissolve, consume, transmute, and reconcile by the violet light of Samadhi. Dissolve, consume, transmute, and reconcile by the violet light of Samadhi. I let the instantaneous release of this self-luminous, infinitely intelligent light substance issue forth without limit from the immortal Samadhi, that I remember I am. And I charge these pranas, chakras, and meridians, thoughts and feelings, activities and environment, with the victorious memory and momentum of the golden river of sustained enlightenment and divine direction, such that all polarized human creation and ego is instantly transmuted and transfigured into refined and perfected states of awareness, action, and physicality. Let's come back and do the Om and feel that that Om is our compass, that Om that is originating, that is sounding from the depths of our own hearts, the compass of our being. Om. 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 Let's just go ahead and listen to another piece. This is so beautiful. This piece is actually entitled Best Quality Heart. So. Best Quality Heart. Do you hear the harmonies? That's what's going to happen when we come together in 8 days of Samadhi. Each of us playing our own tone, but together creating a beautiful symphony, lifting the vibration.
Oh, the cat is jumping at the window.
Marlena is so smart that she jumps at our windows and knocks on the windows when she wants to come in. You feel that lifting. Bring it to the heart. Bring it to the heart. So we're all here together now. Thank you for joining us today. This is a glorious day, a beautiful day of spiritual maturity. Each of us finding our hearts, opening them wide, giving our gift gone. Jamie, Kathleen, thank you for joining us. All the guests who joined us today, thank you for joining us. All of you who were joined in. Linda.
David Larson.
All of you who joined in as guests, unmeasured by Ustream identification, welcome. I hope all of your days are joyous and happy and blessed. And if you have the idea that you're coming here, please give us a call, send us an email, let us know what we can do to make it possible for you. It's so much is possible when we come together as a group, as a family, as a tribe, and resonate the strings of the symphony in harmony, the melodies of each individual uniquely. And we have this beautiful, beautiful place here that we want to share with you, this sunny mellow, that is going to be shaded and hot and warm and wonderful for the opening up of the body and the emotions and the spirit.
Food together.
Cooking together, eating together.
Mm-hmm.
making art together, hosing off together. Lots of love to you. We're going to leave you with one last a song from Joy Luck Club, and wish you and bid you adieu. And hopefully, maybe we'll have a special session over the weekend. So keep your ears to the Connection Revolution of Facebook. If you can, join us when we can. And until then, enjoy it. Until Monday and Wednesday next week, enjoy. Yeah. And make your plans. Please make your plans. Yeah. Here's the Joy Luck Club. Here it comes. Love. Love, 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 love.